I'm coming from Kinetic, and today I'll be doing some music production. So let's get started. Let me just let the folks on our Discord know that we're live, and I'll get to work. Cool. So this is what I've got so far. It's a track I've started last night, and I've been working on it a bit this morning. And this track is gonna take place in Paris, which means I wanted to put a nice accordion sound, and like that mood you get in French movies with accordion. I don't know if you watched Emily. I've recently listened to the soundtrack of that movie, and the music is so awesome. But the thing is, we want something a bit darker, so I just draw my inspiration for the instruments they used, and that's about it, because the mood and everything else changes. So what I've done here is I have two big things here, and this is the first part. Then I decided I wanted a middle part that's a bit less with less instruments. It doesn't stand out that much. And I have this part, which is basically like the first part, but it's with different instruments. So here I have pizzicato strings, and here I have accordion, but they're playing the same thing. But it gives a totally different vibe because I'm using different instruments. Here I'm just gonna add something light. I'm not sure what yet, but we'll work on that together. So I'm gonna listen to the first part, then the second part, and then I'm gonna think about what to add in between. So let's see. Okay, and just have to fix here because I don't think you guys can hear me. Properties. Scarlet. Let's see, is it working now? Okay, because there was a different stream when I was working on music, and after about 15 minutes or so, people realized that I don't have my sound on, but nobody told me anything. So, yeah, I don't want that to happen again. Okay, so let's see what we have so far. I'm gonna put the mic on mute while we listen to the song so that you don't hear other noises from the background. Okay, a little bit crazy at, at the end there, but I'm gonna work on it. Now let's see. What if I bring down the tempo to 100 beats per minute? Maybe it's a bit too slow. 110. It's cool. I just feel that maybe it starts a bit too abrupt, but the thing is that all of these tracks are loopable. So if I just keep the beginning as it is in the middle of the song, then you can just loop them seamlessly and no one can tell. But they do kind of start abruptly. But maybe we can fix that by doing a smooth transition when we enter a scene, and I don't know, the volume slowly increases so that it doesn't just start, so abruptly. So I know it sounds a bit strange the way it starts, but it's gonna loop seamlessly. So you guys see at the end when it starts again here in FL Studio that you won't tell that it has start from the beginning. So let's see. Maybe I can just go to the pizzicato strings here and erase this part. Yeah, actually I could maybe erase the first two measures from it. Let's see how that sounds. So writing music is a lot about just trial and error, because I don't have like the entire song in my head when I'm starting to write something, and usually I don't even know what it's gonna sound like in the end. I just have an idea and then I start adding something on that idea, and if I like it I keep it, if I don't I try something different. But it's a whole process, and you just decide as you go along what you like and what you want to keep. So that changes a lot during the process of making a song. So I like this better. So now I had an idea, and I'm just gonna erase this from the first measure and leave them from the second, and maybe erase them from the third too and leave them for the fourth. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna erase for the fifth one too. And a few adjustments. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna erase for, whoops, not everything. I'm just gonna leave them one measure, they will play, the other one not. So when the harpsichord is playing, these pizzicato strings won't be. So it's just gonna be like a dialogue between them. Okay, and this one too. Whoops, I erased too much, didn't I? Yeah. Saving, and let's go back from the top. Whoops. Okay, so this first part I like. Let's see the other part. What if I do the same thing here? Let's test and see. What the heck is going on here? What did I do? Okay, I guess it's okay. Just looked weird. And now, let's see the way it ends. And now I have to think of something to put here. It's gonna start in C because the other part starts in C. It's like a waltz. Actually, G. copy this. Hey Galen from hell! So I've recently upgraded to the last version of FL Studio, which is 12.5.1, and I did that because I have this problem and I can't export any tracks. I don't know why, it just cuts all my samples. So if I have a sample that sounds longer, it plays like I don't know, a millisecond and then just cuts. So I've reinstalled my soundboard, I've reinstalled my East-West plugin, which I use for the instruments. I've reinstalled FL Studio and it still does that, and I don't know what the heck I can do about it. I can search online and I don't know. I've been having this problem for months and I still haven't found the solution to it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, and it's so frustrating because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I change none of the settings, it just happens. And it's more frustrating when you need to export something, like I wanted to yesterday for our cutscene so that I can use the music to do the video, and it just wouldn't export anything. So it's, oh my god, so frustrating. Just what can you do? What can you do? It's technology. Yeah, and since I changed this new edition, like there are some things here I don't know how to change. So usually I had my notes here written because I don't know the piano things so well, but now I just have to get used to it because I don't know how to change it. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Let's see the middle part. So this is like a basic, very basic progression of chords. I don't even know where it's so frequent in so many different genres. I don't even know where it came from, but it's like the most basic thing ever, and I'm just gonna use this as a base, and then I'm gonna add some other stuff on top of it. I think the chords change here, but I'm not sure in what. I guess. Maybe something here. Where I don't know. Thank you. It's like walls. Maybe I'm gonna add something. yeah, and I think I could go further with it, make it less repetitive. And this one, I think I need to put it one tone higher. No. Let's see. If I had my guitar here, it would be easier. I'm gonna bring it next time. I guess it's something like that. This is for sure, but this is not. Let's see, where's the other one? Okay. Here. And this bottom one should be here? I don't know. Yeah. Oops. Let's listen from the beginning. Not sure. Testing. should be the same as this one, which is there. Yeah, but I have to change a couple of them. So when I hear it all to see if it sounds good, I'm gonna increase the tempo so that I don't waste time with this thing. So it's gonna be faster. Here, I think the first two should be here. Maybe these two also. I don't know. Let's listen to it again. Okay, from the tops, see how it goes with the other part. Don't know why these are longer. Shouldn't be. Okay. So what if we go crazy and add a little bit of a saxophone here? Just want to listen how this part goes with the other one. Usually the game from our music, it's pretty dark and pretty what's the word for it? I don't know, I think dark is the word. So we have very few tracks that are playful like this one. But this is a scene that's not so, like, this is more of a funny scene and less of a horror scene. Okay, and I want to go on with this pizzicato until here. Oh, I think I've left too much space between these two. So I think I'm just gonna double this. Not double, actually, I'm gonna do something more, but this is too much space. I'm gonna have to bring everything back closer. So let's see, for the saxophone, let's add something. Let's see how it sounds. And you know, I had these ideas because usually you don't have a sax in an orchestra, but Olivier showed me some French music that he likes, and he said, look, this would be like an inspiration for our game. And it's so weird that it's got strings, and it's got the guitar, and it's got saxophone, and it's got all these instruments that usually don't go together anywhere, and it sounds really awesome. So yeah, I said, why shouldn't we just experiment and explore a little bit? Especially since I could record everything on my guitar. If I were to add some guitar, it just seemed a little bit too weird to add guitar with traditional orchestral instruments. But why not? Why not? We can do whatever we want. So let's see, where could I add this saxophone? I don't want to add it too early in the song. I just want to set the mood for like until measure 33. Here starts the clarinet, and I think I'm gonna add the sax here, because otherwise might be a bit too much from the beginning. So let's just listen from this part and then, I don't know, see where to go. Thank you so much, Sliff88. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. I'm really glad you liked the documentary. Okay, back to music. I don't know, testing here. Da, da, da. Who knows if I might just delete everything and say it was a dumb idea, but da, da, da. Actually, I think it should have started from here. Sorry, the phone is ringing and it's a bit distracting. I hope somebody answers. Put this to 6 and put this to 7, and I'm gonna go to the mixer, and we're on channel 7, and I'm going to add a reverb because you know, this saxophone preset is a free one, and it's digitally made, so it's simulated. It's not a real instrument, and it sounds a bit. I mean, you can tell it's not recorded with a real instrument, so that's why I'm just gonna add a bit of a reverb so that it sounds a bit more in tune with the rest of the instruments. maybe not the same note as a clarinet because they overlap each other, and that doesn't sound good. Don't know, we'll see. I feel that the sax sound is too similar to the clarinet, and you can't really tell the difference, and they kind of annul each other. So maybe I'm just gonna use it. If I use it, I'm gonna use it where I don't use the clarinet, and vice versa. So maybe if I bring this, hey Marco, welcome to the stream. Maybe if I bring this here. Let's see how that sounds. Thank you, Marco. That's a compliment. Yeah, I'm healthy. I mean, I'm a bit paranoid, to be honest, and I might feel something in my throat, but that may just be my imagination because I'm so scared not to get sick too. Because man, I have not seen a flu so bad as this one, and I'm terrified of not getting sick. So I'm taking care of myself, drinking a lot of tea. This is my 3rd cup, and it's not a small cup. 3rd cup today of tea, and yeah, I'm trying to eat healthy and stay out of the cold. Really hope to avoid this flu. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, my 2 co-workers, Liviu and Nico, the guys we're making this game with, are very sick with the flu, and I don't know how, but I've managed to avoid it so far. And Mia and 3.0, who's eating here somewhere, yes, she's there eating. I can't. There she is. I don't know if you guys can see her. And yeah, I really hope I'm not gonna get sick too, because man, it's been so bad for the guys. I mean, I don't know about Nico because I haven't talked to him, but Livy was a mess, total mess. Yes, it was pretty hard to avoid contact with him since I'm living with Livy, so it's just his germs all over me. I have no option just to run from home, but I have to take care of him because man, he cannot do anything. He cannot get out of the bed, he cannot drink water, he cannot do anything, and yeah, I just have to take care of him. But what can we do? That's life. Okay, so I'm not sure about his sax here. I think I have to listen to it from the beginning and I don't know, see how it feels. Because you get this when you work on a song and you just work on, I don't know, 5 seconds of it, and just loop them, and you just hear the same thing over and over again. It might sound good there, but when you listen to the whole project, it may. Hey Sliff, thank you for joining the call so much. Army of the undead. Yeah, so when you're focusing on it, it's not just with music, it's with drawing too. So if you start a drawing and you just add very much detail and rendering to an eye, and you don't build the whole head and the whole structure, you might get a great eye, but the anatomy could be wrong, and you just could place it like Picasso somewhere under the nose or something, and that's not good. So first of all, you just have to think big, think wide scale, and create a structure for everything, like a simple structure that works. and you can start adding detail on that. Because otherwise, I mean, you could do that if you're a pro and you have all that structure in your mind, imaginary, but if you're not, you can get confused and lost, and it can be a really, really big mess in the end. So yeah, that's why I have to listen to everything very often. And another problem that occurs is that when you're working on the same track over and over again, start to lose objectivity, and you don't really realize how that track sounds because you've been listening so long, and I don't know, you don't see the mistakes. You might think that something sounds good, but it doesn't. So usually you have to take a break, a couple of days or weeks from it, and then return to it and listen with fresh ears and see if that sounds good, because you might delude yourself that it's something good that it's not. Yeah, Marco, I know you were joking. I know. Okay, let's see. So from the tops. Okay, so I've decided against the sax here, and I copied what I did and put it on the clarinet track and see how that sounds. So the problem with the clarinet is that you know, when I had it on the sax track, you heard these little shorter notes, and here I don't really hear them because I don't know why. So with clarinet I can just use longer notes, and if I want shorter stuff, I should use a sax. Okay, I'm gonna make a test here, and I'm gonna copy everything like this. And I'm gonna mute the clarinet and go to the saxophone piano roll and paste them here, and see how they would sound if I take out the clarinet and use the sax instead. Let's see. Oh, this is not the right place, is it? Nope. Where is the right place? So I guess here. kind of confused. I think I like the clarinet better. It sounded more mysterious. Okay, leaving the clarinet and erasing the stuff from the sax track. Maybe I'll leave this, maybe I'll create a part for the sax, but so far I'm just gonna mute it. Okay, now let's see. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm not alone. 3.0 was here. I am alone. She was eating just 5 minutes ago, but I don't know where she went. She left me too. Hello, Felicity, and welcome to the stream. And how are you guys today? It's nice to see you. Long time no see, right? Okay, this is the middle part where I want something very quiet and nice and chill. I like it the way it is now, but it's gotta be a bit more than this. Just can't just use one instrument. Maybe I'm gonna add. What should I add? I really want to add a Celesta, but Olivia told me I've been using way too much bells and high note sounds everywhere, and I don't know what to do. Gonna add it anyway. Just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I am going to do it. Gonna do it. Just like how that sounds. What can I do? So go to metals. This one. It's gonna sound great. Okay, let's see. Here we are. A big swollen eye? What happened to you? Oh my god, Limsihun, are you okay? Marco, I'm glad you're fine, at least. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Flimsy Khan, but it's good that you haven't been in a fight. That would have been a lot worse. So I'm sure as it came, it shall pass very soon. Yeah, and I'm glad the music sounds mysterious. That was what I was aiming for. Hey Lumino affair. Yes. That's a very good idea. And I think I'm gonna add one here. I will. Still haven't decided what to do with this part, but I think it will go well. Yeah. I will. I just wanna figure out how to resolve this thing, because I've changed the melody for the bells a bit, and it doesn't go well with the pizzicato strings. So I have to adjust the chords a bit. It's not quite right yet. So this one. So what note is that? Okay. Copy and paste the last part of the bells to the contrabass and play them together. Let's try that. Sure. See how that sounds. But first, let me just fix this because it bugs me. So I think here, where I have the F. Don't know it. Okay. Yes. See this one. And we said the last part, so let's just do that. That sounds cool. Let's see. This or this. Hello baby, welcome to the stream. And thank you for the tip, Lumino F. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Deeper, let's go deeper. That means you mean lower. Should I use a spiccato or should I use a pizzicato or should I just use like a long What do you guys say? The viewer, okay. Luminou. Okay, then it's Luminou from France. Luminou. Okay. Gotcha. Let's listen a bit from like here. See how it ties together. And I'm on that part again. So let's copy paste it. So I think I want it here. And then I have to go to the pizzicato strings. And now I've done some things here, but I'm gonna erase that because I wasn't sure what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna reuse this part. Yes, I will add more of it. So you're saying long notes. Okay, let's try it in long notes then. Let's go something like this. That sounds pretty good. Let's change. It needs to be louder. I don't know. Hey Deadlight, welcome to the stream. I like this one the best. Okay. Where do I live? Oh, in Detroit. No, I don't live. It's close. It's very close. No, I live in Transylvania, Romania, and a lot of vampires here, so police has to keep up with them. Kidding. But yeah, for those of you who are new to the stream, I'll quickly sum up what we're doing. We are a 3-person team from Transylvania, Romania, and we're working on a point-and-click adventure game called Give Us a Cthulhu Adventure. And I'm the artist, Liv is the other artist. I'm working on music, animations, all sorts of artist stuff. And we're doing streams for everything that we're putting into the game. So if you like what we're doing, you can follow us. I'm doing animation streams, music streams. We're doing development streams. Nico's doing development streams. Lots and lots of streams with lots and lots of stuff. So yeah, if you like what we're doing, give us a follow. And what else should I say? You can watch our documentary. You can find it on our Twitch page somewhere below, and you can download our demo. But I warn you that it's a 1-year-old demo, so we've got a lot of progress since then. We changed a lot of stuff. It looks a lot better now. Yes, and the music is for the game. Yes, exactly. So I'm actually not. I'm not. I shouldn't be doing the music, but I said, what the hell? Why shouldn't I? I'm actually an artist. I actually draw and I animate, but I have a background in music. So I used to play guitar when I was a kid, and I always wanted to do something related to music. So now that we're in the studio and we need music for this game that we're doing, I said, let's do it. We can do it. And this is actually the first time I'm trying to write music. And no, I don't think I have a spooky synth, so I don't really have that much plugins. I bought the East West Gold Orchestra plugin that has these awesome instruments. But other than that, I just downloaded some free stuff from the internet, and I don't have that many plugins. Don't have that much experience, as I said. This is like the first thing I'm working on. I mean, I tried to write some songs for some other indie project we tried to work on a couple of years ago, but other than that, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So yeah, if you want to see what it's like to make music when you don't know what the heck you're doing, you can hang out with me. So a spooky synth, no, I just have like the basic Citrus one, but those sound a bit, I don't know. I think everyone who's trying to make music and uses FL Studio uses those, and I don't want to sound so generic, And other than that, I don't have any synth or anything. But what I've tried to do is just use these instruments, and then I think we're gonna get some help from a guy that knows a bit more music. And thing is, we got kickstarted last year. We got funded on Kickstarter, and we got more money than we asked for. So we promised that we will record the music with live instruments. So that means that after I'm done with writing the music, we'll have to hire musicians and bring them to the studio and have them play these tunes. So since we don't know anything about that, we'll have to have some help. And there's this guy that knows a lot about music, so he's gonna help us with recording, and he's gonna help us with mastering and mixing, and probably thank you so much. And probably he's gonna help us add some more effects and synths. And I mean, I think he's got maybe some libraries with sounds. I don't know. I don't, and I would waste way too much time trying to find. I have wasted way too much time trying to find VSTs and plugins, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that because like the free stuff you find on the internet is not so good. So maybe he knows something. Maybe you can buy something. So I just figured I'll write the music and he'll help me with the other stuff later. So making the music sound good, that's gonna be his job, because I don't know. I'm like, here what you're listening to has no panning. I just use the basic volumes. All of this should be adjusted. Like the instruments should be placed somewhere in your headphones so that you could hear their positioning, but everything is centered and they all overlap each other, and it's a mess. But once somebody who knows this kind of stuff will get into it, it's gonna sound better, because they're gonna space it, and it's gonna sound better. Yeah. Thank you, Galley from Hell. But with mastering, it's gonna sound so much better, And you know why I'm saying that? Because I used to have a band, and I know what a mess of a music we used to make because we didn't know mastering. Because like no, for example, the guitar and the voice are all on the same frequencies, and when you put them together, they just annul each other. So you don't hear the guitar well, you don't hear the voice well. It's just like a mess. And the sound is like a spectrometer, and if you want a piece of music to sound good, you have to have everything filled out from the lowest frequencies to the highest frequencies, and you need that in order to be able to hear each instrument correctly. Hey Zarnat, I don't know if I said hey Zarnat again, yeah. And with that, it requires someone with experience to do that, because I think some of the instruments are gonna have to be changed, because as I said, like now I tried to put the clarinet and the sax, and they just annulled each other because they were on exactly the same frequencies and the sounds were very similar, so it was no point in that. And I think I've done that mistakes over and over again, so when this guy who knows music is gonna go through my songs, he's probably gonna change some instruments. And I've done some other stuff that I shouldn't do, like I love how the bells sound in my music, so I overuse the bells and I overuse the vibes just because I just love the sound of them so much, and I just want to add them everywhere. And I just imagine someone playing the game is gonna hear that for 10 hours. They're gonna go crazy, so lots of instruments are gonna have to be changed, but I'm just doing my best, and I'll leave the rest to the other folks doing. I try to use other instruments. I try to use piano instead of vibes, but it just doesn't sound the same way. And by the way, speaking of vibes, I have a free plugin that I love so much, and if there are any musicians there who need vibes, I totally recommend this one. It's show it to you. So it's free. I got it from vstforfree.com or something. Where is it? Vibromaster. So this plugin, oh my god, this sounds so good. And if you put like a bit of effects over it, it's just amazing. I love the sound of it so much. No, it's not repetitive 30-second songs, but I use them in most of my songs, so when you hear the same instruments in every song, in every track, you kind of get bored of it. And yeah. Cooking stream? I don't know what you're talking about, sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So for this track, I tried to stay away from vibes, and that's why I didn't add them. But who knows? Yeah, and as I said at the beginning of the stream, because there are a few of you then, and I'm gonna say it again. So this song is for a scene where we go to Paris. So
fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
Andres, thank you so much for joining the call. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so as I was saying, this piece is for a scene in which we go to Paris, and we wanted to have the Paris feel, and that of course means having an accordion. So again, I didn't have a VST for accordions, which is free, but I downloaded this free plugin, which is called Harmonium, and it sounds pretty much like an accordion. No accordion, why not? So yeah, so basically what I did, I started this song last night, and first I used the accordion, and that's this part, like the second part, this part, and then I changed the now I'm convinced you're French, so you're Lumineux from France. Then I'm convinced. I'm sorry, but it sounds so good. It really sounds good, doesn't it? You don't think so? Yeah, and it just sounded a bit busy. So what I did, I would change the accordion to the pizzicato strings, and I use the same thing. But I did want to use the accordion later in the song, so I just wanted to have this first part with the pizzicato strings, and then have a middle part with some bells and stuff, and then have this part with the accordion. But I still have to work on that because it's a bit. I mean, this plugin sounds a bit weird. I mean, I hope we'll find somebody to play the accordion, and we won't have to use a cheap. I mean, free. It's not even cheap. It's a free plugin for it. So Gonna show you how that part sounds because I want to listen to it now too. Barbarian org, oh my god. So, no accordion. Don't know. But if you specifically asked for an accordion piece, I don't know. Maybe I might take it out because I don't like how it sounds either. But I'll see. So, yeah, should I forget about it? And how do I get the accurate French mood? Tell me what instruments should I use? Or even better, make it fancy. Well, because it's not really an accordion. I just it's like a free plugin I use because I didn't find the accordion plugin. So I'm gonna show you guys the scene I'm talking about. What do you say about that? It's not a fancy scene. That's, I don't know. Do I have the game here? Just 1 second, guys, and I'll find it. So many files. Where's the build? Here it is. Okay. Oh, come on, Luminous, but you must have seen Amélie, and you saw that they use, like, entire soundtrack is full of accordions. And it's cool. And they use some accordions in Jean Pierre Jeunet movies, and that sounded pretty cool. So nice sound, no? So this is still let me find, no, it's not here. This is it. Okay, so this is the scene. I'm gonna play the music and see how it rolls with the music. like how it feels with the game, and I should do that more often because it's a good idea to listen to the music while you play the game, because otherwise I've noticed that I'm doing a track, it sounds great, but then I put it in the game, it's just so too fast and too many things happening all at once. And otherwise, when I feel like a piece is too simple, when I play it in the game, it just rolls great because there are other things happening, good characters are talking, and you don't want too much distraction on the music. So Luminous, I will watch that link. Thank you so much. Think if you have any ideas of inspiration for Parisian music, please give me any links you have. I will appreciate it. And yeah, I will add the violoncello much sooner. Yeah, I will. Flimsican, do you mean glass harmonica? I don't even know how that is pronounced. I think you mean this one. This is a free plugin too, but I love it. So here's this. Yeah, I could add this at the middle here and just go to piano roll. Let's see, higher up. That sounds mysterious and cool. I'll find something. Yeah, I will add that. But I don't know. Let's see. Just listen to it again and then imagine the instrument for that though. Oh, you mean the instrument? I don't know what that. I'll just Google it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't remember how we call that in Romanian. Yeah, let's see how that sounds. Okay, something more traditional. Actually, I'm just gonna find it because it's gonna mute my stream if I play copyrighted stuff. Flimsy, yeah, that's a good idea. But I don't know if I'll find a plugin for it or VSC, because like even for accordion, I didn't find a plugin for the accordion. There's some other stuff. I will definitely look for it. I will. Yeah, I need to find that. And as Lumino said, I'm gonna add the violoncello much sooner. So this is glass harmonica. I thought you meant this one, but man, so many instruments with so many names. Confusing. some reverb. Yes, I could do that. And you say a compressor to what? To everything, to the master, or yeah, I haven't really used any compressors or anything because I don't know much about them, and I thought that if I'm gonna export the tracks for the the guy that knows music, I don't want to add too many plugins, but yeah, I could add a compressor to this. So this is on channel, put it on 9. Let's see, fruity compressor. To be honest, again, I told you I'm an ignorant. I don't really know what a compressor does to the in FL Studio. I mean, I knew when I play guitar that if I put a compressor, it's gonna bring all my notes. So if I play harder or softer, it's going to bring them to basically the same level. But here, where the program automatically plays at the same level, I didn't really understand its point, so that's why I didn't use them. But again, I told you I don't know anything about that. I'm such an ignorant. Should I use a preset for it? Just use default. Oh, but actually I don't like how it sounds here. Maybe I'll add it, but I'll do it later when I've decided what to do with the other instrument. You mean when I use a compressor or in general? Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, official Niplexus, welcome to the stream.
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army.
Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the Celesta track and I'm gonna add a new melody for this second part. So it has to be something that resembles this one, but not quite. Hey, official Niplexus, how are you? Need to listen to it again from the beginning, sorry. How long is the song? Well, so far it's I left a lot of space for this middle part, but I think I'm gonna make it shorter. So right now it's 5 minutes, but I think it's gonna be 5 minutes, somewhere around 5 minutes in the end, because as I said, all of these tracks are going to be loopable, so as long as we're in this scene in the game, it's going to play this song. And what we're aiming for is that they're not too repetitive as to be annoying, but in a way that you don't feel like when the music ends and the loop starts again. Yeah, so we feel that around 5 minutes would be great if there were a loop. Yeah, but again, like that last part is with the accordion, I still have to work on that. But this This track is very at the beginning, so I started this last night, and I worked on it a bit this morning. So I didn't. It's not. It's a very early part of the process. I'm fine, thank you. Official Niplexus. I'm fine, thank you. I'm working on the music, the soundtrack for this awesome game we're working on, which is called Give Us a Cthulhu Adventure. And it's with this cool dude who's a detective, and he's searching for the Necronomicon. Okay. Yay. Yeah, so with the instruments, like this, as I said, we got funded on Kickstarter, and we earned a lot more money than we asked for. So then we promised the people we're going to record the instruments with live instruments, but we have a lot of music, a lot of music, and the thing is, I don't know if we'll be able to record everything with live instruments. So the way we thought about it was that we're going to record like the main instruments, the ones that stand out the most, and for the background stuff we can just add some, if we have some cool plugins, cool VSTs, like I have this East-West plugin, which is really awesome, then we will use those. So it's probably going to be a combination between the two. But for these instruments that sound really bad, like this accordion, if we wanted to use an accordion, we would use a real one, and not this lame this lame VST that I found. So yeah, we're not gonna have that. I mean, the point of this music is to sound as professional as possible, even though it's made by a non-professional. But yeah, at least have the best quality instruments. A barrel organ. I don't even know what a barrel organ is. I have to Google it. Just 1 second, guys. I have to see how that sounds familiar, but I have no idea what it is. Oh, yeah, that's so cool. Oh my god, that's so cool. And a barrel organ is different from a street organ, right? Because Livia wanted to use one of those too in another track, and I didn't know what that was. Then I found out that you don't actually play it, you just roll the thing and plays a recorded song. I'm from Romania, Transylvania, and yeah, it's full of... There are no vampires here. No vampires. Okay. So as I was saying, I wanted to find the melody for the Celesta here on the second part of this middle part. Complicated. Need to find an idea for that. Yeah, you should see Livio indeed. You should see Livio indeed, because he's so sick. He really does look like a vampire now. Yeah, but actually, what Zarnot referred to was the actual Dracula, because we, like, Vlad Tepes, you know, the character on who Dracula was based on, which is seen as a very evil villain in the world, but here in Romania we kind of like him because he kind of saved our nation, and he's sort of a national hero, and everybody's so amazed at that. Like all the strangers who come here, and you're like, oh my god, you actually like that guy? Yeah, he did yeah, he did good stuff for the country. Well, yeah, he was very sadistic, and yeah, but everyone was in the Middle Ages. Everyone was. So yeah. Yeah. Oh, you mean the actual? Yeah, or did you find pictures with him or the actual person? Well, yeah, but if you count it that way, Dracula killed way less people than Hitler did. So yeah, yeah. But in Castle, there are pictures with vampires that are taken from, I don't know what Hollywood movie, and at a very 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 bad resolution, and it's lame. Yeah, and it's got no relationship to Dracula. What I mean, he was there for like a couple of years or so, but yeah, not really his home. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to upset him. Oh, cool, Galley from Hell. I didn't know that. Yeah, he did sign. He did sign because he was from some, I don't know, from some order that was called. I think it was Dracul. I think it's something like that, which means the devil in Romanian. So, no, I don't think he was imprisoned there. I think he lived there shortly, very shortly. He was born 50 kilometers from here, from this city, from Târgu Mureș. He was born in Sighișoara, and then he lived in another citadel, which is a total mess. Like there's nothing touristic going on there, and yeah, I don't know why Bran Castle got such a high reputation, because it's not really related to him. Yeah. Okay, back to the music. Okay, where was I? So I need to find a melody for the Celesta, but since I don't have any ideas, because guys, honestly, it's harder to write music when you're reading comments and talking to other people, because I don't know, for me at least, it requires a lot of concentration to imagine like what the instruments will do, and when I read the comments, I get all distracted and I forget what I'm doing, and so yeah, sorry. It's usually a process that runs smoother when I'm alone, but yeah, it's fun hanging out with you guys. So what I wanted to do, what I said I'm gonna do, is go to the cello and add cello a lot early in the song, because it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, who's that? Is that Liviu or Nick? We never know. Now I'm as confused as you guys. Who is that? I don't know who is that. So yeah, again, for those who don't understand what we're talking about, Liviu and Niku are our other, like Liviu is our other artist, and Niku is the developer who's oh my god, Liviu, who's doing Gibbous, and they are very 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 sick at home. And Liviu does look like a vampire now because he hasn't eaten since Saturday, I think. And he can't, and yeah, he's really sick. So how are you, Liviu? Just 2 times a day. That's getting better. No, he's not the super loud guy. That's another guy. So we're in a space, in office space, and they are designers working on some other project, but we share this common space. And I'm sorry for the noise. And Liv is in home. Liv and Nico, they're in bed at home. Yeah, Liv is so sick. I'm so sorry for him. Hi, Liv. We say hi to you back. Nobody wants you here, Liv. You go and rest. Oh, Lumino, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. No, it's okay. They're working on commercial stuff, and it's like we're the ones who make a lot of noise, so that's fine. Yeah, flui munglunak tulur liemam nafathagan. Gotcha there. I rehearsed that thing a lot. It's flui munglunak tulur liemam nafathagan. I don't know what it means. I forgot. No, I'm not gonna say that, Liv. I'm not gonna say that. So again, I'm gonna play the track. I'm gonna play the track again and see how it goes with the game and think of a cello melody. Meanwhile. Cool. Love it. So I was thinking that instead of this clarinet playing all over, I could take some of it and play it with the cello. Or maybe all of it. Maybe not quite all of it. Let's see, let's check the comments. Bye, leave you get well. Um, yeah, so we got a whole twist on that with the Necronomicon. Actually, a lot of things happen, and well, basically the plot is, and these are not quite spoilers, but this happens right at the beginning of the game. And the thing is that this detective is hired to locate the Necronomicon, and as he's about to find it, he gets kidnapped by a weird cult, and then the librarian finds it because it's in a library, and he just looks through it and see what the deal is with it, and he reads a spell from it, and he transforms his cat into a talking cat, and his cat hates it, and she wants to go back to being a cat because now she's humanized and she's got existential problems, and so like the plot becomes, let's turn our cat back to being a regular cat. And in the game, for some reason or other, don't want to spoil, they get to Paris. But the thing is that the whole universe is based on the way, like, on the architecture and everything from Transylvania, because we've never been to New England, we have no idea what it's like there, so we said let's just make this game look like Romania and Transylvania, and yeah, so we changed a lot of stuff. Yeah, spoilers. It's not quite spoilers. It happens way at the beginning. Yeah. So, yeah, in 5 minutes, it's gonna be 2 hours since I've been streaming. So I think I'm gonna call it a stream, and I'm gonna listen to the barrel organ thing with the game to see how it sounds. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Luminu, who's a French, says it's I shouldn't use accordions, but that's not quite an accordion. As he said, more of a barrel organ, but I still want to see how it feels with the game. And then I'm gonna work on the music by myself. It's not that I don't love hanging out with you guys, but as I said before, I'm much more productive when I'm alone, because yeah, music is something where you have to focus a lot, and talking to you guys gets me a bit distracted, so need to work. But I will be streaming again on Thursday, same hour, and I think on Friday too, because I don't think Vampire Leaf is gonna be healthy by then. So I'm gonna be streaming all week, so you can hang out with me anytime you want. We got our schedule somewhere on our page here, you can find it. No, I love hanging out with you guys, but again, I do a lot more animation streams, and those are great because when you're animating, you can talk and listen to other stuff, so it's great. But while making music, you have to focus a bit, and it's a bit more distracting. And yeah, okay, let's listen to the barrel organ thing. Oh yeah. What? Oh my god, what? Oh my god, what? Yeah, it sounds kind of bad. I agree with Mexican. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna take that part out. Yeah, I'm gonna take that part out because it sounds too much. It's just too much. And I think this scene is not fully implemented because I don't know how to play it. Oh my god, I don't even know how to play my own game. I don't know. Something was supposed to happen here and it doesn't. I don't know what to do to make it happen, so never mind. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock. See you guys in 2 days, same time, same channel, and yeah. Well, we will have not a festival, not a circus, but we will have some sort of festival with a lot of crazy shit going on in the game. So, well, tomorrow is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't stream tomorrow. I think Nico will stream tomorrow if he's feeling up to it. He said he'll come to work, so he might stream. And I'm gonna be back on Thursday with the art stream. And yeah, you sure remember the festival. So if you've seen the Kickstarter update, it's there. You have some parts of the backgrounds there somewhere, the festival decorated thing. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks for the follows. And I hope to see you guys soon on Thursday or any other day when you feel like hanging out and see me make music. So thank you so much, and I wish you all a great evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is there. And bye, peace and love, craft.